9Miles was the beach I grew up surfing, but the beach's name as such a heritage and historical value to it is that back in the day surfers of color couldn't surf in Muizenberg, and they ventured along this coast and they found this beach and they called it 9Miles. It was perfect waves and it became the community of colored surfers actually, but it was actually 9 miles from Muizenberg. So of course 9Miles was the place that shaped my entire life, and it has been the safe space until today for my life. And so hence when starting the social initiative, I decided to name it 9Miles Project. So I only ran the project on a Saturday, offering surfing and life skills to the youth, but I knew they needed more intervention.
Initially we started off with surfing, then we found out some of the kids couldn't swim, then we had to start providing meals, then we found that the kids couldn't read, so then we had to start a literacy program, an after-school academic support program. And I think at that point in time I said to him, look, you know, for us to really do a good service to the community, we've got to be there all the time to be able to help them and to be able to grow the organization.
She said resign, and so I did, and up till this day I've been full-time in my purpose, in my passion, which I love to do.
9Miles projects works with impoverished and high-risk communities. We work fully with the community. These communities have lack of food sustainability, there's a lot of drug abuse, there's emotional abuse, physical abuse, a lot of rape cases, teenage pregnancies, high school dropouts, gangsterism and illiteracy is like a big sort of plight that we try to deal with.
We had an intake of new kids, and there was this one girl, she's about 15 years old, and it was their first session with reading. And I was so excited, I introduced them, hey guys, we're reading today. And this girl, she actually ran into the bathroom and she started crying. So I came to the bathroom, I was like, yo, what's going on, are you okay? And she looked at me and she says, I can't read. And she was so embarrassed by this fact that she can't read. And I looked at her and I said, don't worry, by the end of this year, you will be able to read. And she looked at me with those eyes like, what, are you serious? It was a few weeks after that, she had read her first book finished. So that moment for me was like, the work that we're doing is making a difference.
Our NGO has a lot of values, obviously integrity, but if I can speak at the root of all our values is really love, you know, treating people with respect and dignity as we help and serve them, and recognizing that each individual is different, so everyone is perfect for their purpose, and helping that person according to their specific needs. So really focusing on individuals and then communities as a whole.
What moves me about the project is that everybody is seen to have purpose. From the smallest position up to the highest position, everybody has something to give, regardless of your age, regardless of your demographic background. They don't look at your weaknesses, they look at your strengths and how to cultivate that and how to make you a better person so that you can give back and help others.
Faik is one of the first students that we took into the project, so he was part of the first 8 that came in. And a lot of people told him that he wouldn't amount to anything. But if we look at Faik now, he's one of the first students that we employed in the project. He's done his first aid course, he's a surf instructor, he actually heads up the Second Chance Surf Shop. Always helpful, hardworking. But what I would say about him is he's really persevered against all odds. I think that's really been the strong benefit that surfing has played in his life.
So at the age of 8, came to that place, Simnaland, and it was like first just calm, and new people came, and it's come like more gangsters and stuff. So I was thinking, hey, this place is not a good place. And I met 9Miles one day. Nigel and his group of friends came here with surfboards and stuff, and then we meet Nigel, and we were first like bodyboarding, not surfboards yet. And the next day it was like surfboards. So I was like, yay, my first time doing surfboards.
Faik is a very caring, and he's actually a big brother. He's always the one that if a child lags behind, he will walk with that child. Coming out of all the discouraging words about his learning disability, but he held on to a purpose and he's living that purpose today. He's always willing to go beyond what the call of duty is, and I think he's living our slogan, go in the distance. 9Miles is there to transform society. We want to create opportunities for all that live in these coastal communities that we service. We just want to see that these young people know who they are, to discover their identity, to discover their purpose, and to live out their purpose in all that they do, and to just be that light in dark places.
I have
being created, for a purpose.